し生まれ変わったらその時はさ
Never gonna get too close to you, even when I made the most to you. In case you go and leave me in the dark, I'm way too good at goodbyes. I'm way too good at goodbyes. Okay, whatever. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This one was requested and I have not continued the series. I don't know why. I feel dumb, I feel stupid, I feel slow. Okay, but this one is Runaway part 5, I believe. Or no, hold on, it's chapter 4. My bad. Okay, without further ado, let's get into the video. This is Ryan's POV again. I continued to follow Killua, but I couldn't shake the feeling of two threats that had appeared. That boy with the blonde tousled hair and that presence, that blood-hurtling, lustful presence. They were both threats. I needed to be on guard. Killua didn't seem to care or notice them, but ever since we left our household, he's been carefree. He's let go of a lot of anger, and he seems to be happier. I'm glad, and that's exactly why I won't allow anything or anyone to ruin it. Killua pulls me by the hand to the side of the building, and there we rest. We converted until someone yelled at everyone to quiet down. We did what was asked and waited for the others to do so as well. It didn't take long for the silence to start, and as soon as it did, a man spoke. "This is the annual hunter's exam. I expect you all to play nice. Well, some of you." He looks around the room, eyeing a couple of people. "Now then, here begins your first test." Wasn't our first test getting here? I mentally questioned. "It's a race. The last 100, I think, sorry guys, I don't remember too much, that are able to keep up with me passes." Seems easy enough. Killua shoots me a grin and I wink back at him. "If you are unable to keep up with me, you fail. Simple? Yes. How many of you will keep up? I have no idea. Okay, get ready. Start running now." He said and took off running, though it seemed more like a jog to him. I hopped on Killua's back and he kicked off. I held on lightly because I did not want to choke him to death, and he did need to be able to move, so that was also a factor. A couple of minutes into him skating, that same bush green-haired boy began running beside us. Him and Killua started talking while I kept my head nestled into Killua's neck. My eyes were closed, but I wasn't asleep. It seemed the boy was both mine and Killua's age. However, what most intrigued me was when Killua shook me up. "Hey Wayne, I think I'm gonna walk the rest of the way. You continue skating across and wait for me, okay?" "Oh, okay, yeah, sure." I glanced at the boy, to which he smiled. I smiled back and began skating. "See you later." I could tell the teacher, or whatever he was about to go faster, so I quickened my speed. I know Killua sped up his, I could see from my preview. The boy looked as though he was keeping pace with Killua, and he didn't look like he was trying all that much either. What a peculiar little thing, I thought. He's also super adorable. I mean, I know he's like my age and all, but he's like a little hamster. I cooed over the adorable boy in my head, then snapped out of it when that presence came over me again. I turned to see who was making it, and my heart almost dropped. Running next to me was a tall man, 28 or 29. He looked like a clown. All eyes on me, let me say, just like a circus. Sorry, back to the story. The man had a kind of medium rosemary pink tint to his hair, and he had tattoos. One was a tear and the other was a star. "He's the presence?" I internally gulped and looked down. He looked down with a sly smirk present on his face. I thought I'd just put a trigger warning here. The next thing you're about to hear is a drive-by, so if you would not like to hear that, skip to 418. Guys, I think that was a drive-by. My window is open. Y'all. Oh my god. I can't tell you how many times this happens. Okay, I'm not scared or whatever. Back to the story. I'm not shaking. Okay. You can do this. I turned away at the man's face. His bloodlust was another thing I was afraid of. He looked at me with sinful eyes. I knew he was dangerous, but for him to scare me like this, it sent shivers down my spine. I kept my head down until we finally reached the finish line. When we stopped, I rushed to the furthest spot away from Mr. Clown and waited for Killua. I held up the skateboard with one of my wrists dangling, my hand over it, and my weight propped up on one leg. Killua and the boy came into view, and with them, the suitcase man and the Kurta boy. Oh yeah, just because I can't see his eyes, it's painfully obvious he's a Kurta member. His outfit was what gave him away. I've read many books while living in the Zoldyck mansion. They had many on the 6 most beautiful colors, the scarlet red eyes of the Kurta clan being one of them. I began searching for more books on the Kurta clan and began reading them in my spare time, so needless to say, I had a lot of information on the boy than he may have liked. Wyan, Killua waved his hands over. I eyed the group of boys before walking over. I handed Killua his skateboard and stood next to him. This is Wyan, He trailed off, unsure of what to say or call me. I continued for him. His one and only love interest. He turned to me with embarrassment taking the color of red on his cheeks, making me burst out laughing. It's true though. Yeah, but you don't have to say that. It's weird. Aw, Kill, stop being shy. I'm not. He whacked away my teasing hand. I heard the spiky green-headed boy laugh, and we both turned to look at him. Wrapping my arms around the boy, I said, "Would you prefer me now?" Killua snatched my arms off of the boy, who became a blushing mess, and pulled me into a hug as he talked to the other boys. I was muffled and could speak, so I hugged him back. "I'm only yours," I whispered. My voice most likely vibrated through his body because I felt his heart speed up. I smiled and rubbed my nose further into him. "You're such a good person, me." "I know, right, me?" My conversation with myself gave me confidence, so I did what any normal human being would do in the situation. I kissed his chest. I know, amazing à moi. I felt Killua's arms around me tighten. At the same time, Mr. Clown's presence got closer and closer. He must have sensed it too then. I didn't hear much, but to be honest, I didn't want to. That clown gave me the creeps, and I didn't want to be anywhere near him. However, there was one thing that did not escape my ears. Mine. I heard Killua grumble under his breath. I didn't think he could pull me in anymore, but he did, and I almost died of suffocation. I patted him on the back to let him know he was literally killing off his future marriage partner. He let me go, but only a little. It was enough for me, though, so I took what I could get. Killua has never been so protective of me. I kind of like this side of him. Hello, so yeah, if you guys would like me to continue this series, then please say so, but I did start another series with Killua, so I am going to be finishing that one because I've only posted one chapter. I've only written one chapter. My phone keeps turning off. I'm sorry if you didn't hear what I said earlier, but yeah, okay, bye loves.